Welcome to all to this video lecture class on the subject Advanced Financial Accounting AFA. In the chapter we are discussing is insurance claim. In my first video session, we have discussed about what is insurance, what is insurance claims, what are the accounts to be prepared or steps to be followed for calculation of insurance claim amount for the loss of stock due to fire accident. In today's video session, we will be learning how to solve the problems on insurance claim. But before that, let me do a brief revision of all the steps to be followed so that we can get a clear and better understanding while solving the problems. Now, accounts to be prepared or steps to be followed. Altogether, we have to follow 5 steps. Step number 1 is preparation of trading account. Step number 2, calculation of gross profit ratio. Step number 3, memorandum trading account. Step number 4, calculation of actual amount of loss. And step number 5, ascertaining the amount of claim. Remember, dear friends, for 6 marks problems also we have to follow all the 5 steps. Even for 14 marks problems also we need to follow all the 5 steps. So total problem, the total chapter itself, we have to follow 5 steps for all type of problems. Now let me get into details of one by one accounts to be prepared. The first account is a trading account. This trading account is prepared for the previous year or last year, and the purpose of preparing trading account is to find out gross profit. The first step, trading account, this is done for the last year with the purpose of finding what is the amount of gross profit. How to prepare? We need to follow 4 steps or 4 things, that is opening stock, purchases, sales and closing stock. Other items are there like goods withdrawn for personal use, purchase returns, then carriage inward, wages. There are other direct expenses which we need to be recorded. But the first 4 items are very important on the debit side: opening stock, purchases, sales and closing stock. Once we enter this 4 item, get the total and get the answer, that is the gross profit, which is the closing answer. So step number 1 is over. Next we are going to follow step number 2, calculation of gross profit ratio. See, there is a direct relationship between the profit and the sale. There is a saying, higher the sale, higher the profit, lower the sale, lower the profit. So therefore we need to find out what is the percentage of profit on sales. That is, we have to find out this gross profit ratio, and the formula we are using is gross profit divided by net sale into 100. Profit we got from the upper account, profit divided by net sale into 100. We are going to get GPR, gross profit ratio, which is there in the step number 2. From there on, we will move to the step number 3, preparation of memorandum trading account. Remember, this is done for the current year and which year the fire accident took place. That is, this is done for the current year till the date of fire accident. Now, again, we need to follow the same procedure: opening stock, purchases, sales. Here, first find out gross profit. Then the closing answer is called closing stock or stock on the date of fire. Then we have step number 4, how to find out actual amount of loss. Get the answer from the previous step, that is stock on the date of fire. Write on that, stock on the date of fire. To this add, if there is any expenses incurred for putting off fire. add expenses, then minus any goods saved from fire. We also call this as a scrap value, salvage. So any goods are saved from the fire, we need to deduct to get the actual amount of loss. This is in step number 4. Then step number 5, ascertaining the amount of claim. We have to find out what is the amount of claim. This depend on the what amount or to what extent there is an insurance of the stock done. If the stock is properly insured or over insured, the amount of claim will be amount of loss. But the problem is there is an under insurance. Under insurance is a situation where stock amount is more, policy amount is less. So this is situation called under insurance, and we have under insurance, we make use of average clause formula. We apply the formula to get what is the amount of claim. Then I've given one note here, that is in few problems the amount of insurance will not be given or policy amount will not be given. It means to say problem is not incomplete, problem is complete only. We need to write a note, that is we need to understand if the problem does not provide any information about the policy amount, then the amount of claim will be amount of loss. Whatever we got in step number 4 answer, same thing will be applied for step number 5 also, when there is no policy amount given or when there is no information about the insurance given. At that situation, step number 4 answer also same, step number 5 answer also same. Then I've given some equations, small formula type, that is sales is equal to cost of goods sold plus profit. Nothing but how do we get the sales? You take up your cost to cost, add up the profit, total together, that becomes the sale amount. Likewise, how to find out cost of goods sold? For this formula says opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. Now these equation will be useful for us while solving the 14 marks problem. So once again, let us try to understand this equation. As I told you earlier also, there is a direct connection between the profit and the sale. If the sale is high, definitely profit will also be high. If the amount of sale is less, profit will also be less. Mean to say, there is a direct relationship between the profit and the sale. So here, profit is based on sales. Then sale will become 100%, and out of this 100%, a part is the percentage of gross profit, and the difference is called cost of goods sold. Then we have to find out cost of goods sold formula, opening stock plus purchases minus the closing stock. Now let us to get start with the problem. Let me do the problem. So to understand these two equations, we have problem number 1. Find out sales when cost of goods sold is 80,000 and gross profit is 20%. Yes, I told you gross profit is a percentage or a part of the sale. Now let us write the equation first. Sales is equal to cost of goods sold plus gross profit. They are given what is the gross profit percentage? 20%. I also told you when profit is based on sale, then sale will be how much percent? Yes, the sale will be 100%, because this profit is directly based on sales. Sometimes if profit is based on cost, then cost will be 100%. If cost is 100%, 100 plus 20 equal to 120 when profit is based on cost, but 90% profit is based on sales only. Therefore, when the profit is based on sales, sales is 100%, profit is 20%. What a difference amount? What's the different percentage? The different percentage, 80% is called cost of goods sold. Once again, let me remind you how to find out sales. Sales is equal to cost of goods sold plus gross profit. Here clearly mentioned profit ratio is 20%. If profit is 20% and profit is based on sales, so what is base? Sales is the base, that equal to 100%. 100% minus 20%, the difference is 80% is the cost of goods sold. You can look at the question, the given cost of goods sold amount. What is the amount given? 80,000. That is here, cost of goods sold amount is given, which is 80,000. Then we need to ask a small question to ourselves. If 80,000 is equal to 80%, then how much will be 20% equal to, or how much 100% will be equal to? I hope you are understanding this point, because 80% is the cost. For 80%, what is the amount they have given? 80,000. So 80,000 equal to 80% means how much is 20% and how much is 100%? Let us get that by putting a small formula. That is 80,000 divided by 80 multiply with 100, that is sales is 1 lakh. Similarly, you can also find out what is the amount of profit. Again, 80,000 divided by 80 multiply with the percentage of profit, that is 20%, 20,000. How to cross check? 1 lakh minus 20,000, answer is 80,000 only. That is the cost of goods sold. So a simple problem to start with, how to find out the sales with the help of gross profit. So gross profit, sales is equal to cost of goods sold plus profit. Profit clearly given 20%. We know sales 100%, 100 minus 20, 80% is the cost of goods sold. 80% equal to 80,000. 80% equal to 80,000. Then how much is 20%? Then how much is 100%? Just simply cross do the multiplication, get the answer. Sales 1 lakh, profit is 20,000. How to cross check your answers? Sales is 1 lakh, profit is 20,000, minus both, the difference is what is the answer given there. 80,000 is the cost of goods sold. Hope this problem we have understood. Let's move on to problem number 2. Calculate purchases when the cost of goods sold is 2 lakh, opening stock 20,000, closing stock 50,000. We need to find out the purchases. For this, we make use of the second equation, that is cost of goods sold equal to opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. Let us write the first formula here. Solution: cost of goods sold equal to opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. Now, look at the question. What all information can you get to arrange in the formula? Put it. That is clearly given cost of goods sold 2 lakh, opening stock given 20,000, purchases we don't know, take as it is, and what is the amount of closing stock given? 50,000. First write down the formula, then try to arrange the amount according to formulas. Cost of goods sold, yes, given 2 lakh. Opening stock, yes, given 20,000. Purchases not given, as it is purchases. Closing stock given 50,000. Now we can see here, we have to arrange this one by one. We have to arrange. That is, let it be 2 lakh as it is. 20,000 minus 50,000. 20,000 minus 50,000. If you do this, we get the answer as 20,000 minus 50,000. We get the answer as minus 30,000. Now this purchase will be as it is. Here 2 lakh as it is. First try to simplify this for these two items. 20,000 minus 50,000. Since the 50,000 sign is more, we are writing as minus 30,000 plus purchases. Then move on to the next step. Simplify further. That is, bring this minus 30,000 to the other side. Bring this 30,000 to the other, that becomes 2 lakh plus 30,000 equal to purchases. Yes, we have got the answer. Therefore, purchases equal to 2 lakh 30,000. These are the small problems that will be helpful for us in solving the 14 marks and 6 marks problem. I hope this problem number 1 and problem number 2 we have understood. Now let's go on for problem number 3. Now, problem number 3, loss of stock on the date of fire 4 lakh. Amount of policy 3,42,000 and value of the stock on the date of fire is 4,56,000. Calculate the amount of claim by applying average clause. Remember, we need to find out what is the amount of claim by applying the average clause. If you remember the format, this is step number 5. In the step number 5, ascertaining the amount of claim. Now here I told the claim totally depend upon what is the amount of insurance. Properly or over insured, then amount of loss equal to amount of claim. If under insurance, apply the average clause. Let us see what is the situation in this problem. Loss 4 lakh, amount of policy 3,42,000 and the stock on the date of fire is 4,56,000. So solution, calculation of amount of claim. First, let us try to write down one by one information so that we can exactly come to conclusion. Total value of stock on the date of fire. What is the value of stock on the date of fire? Very clearly given. It is 4,56,000. You can see here the stock on the date of fire 4,56,000. Next, write down what is the amount of policy taken or what is the amount of policy given. Amount of policy taken is 3,42,000. Here you need to ask yourself, stock is 4,56,000 and what is the policy taken? Only 3,42,000. Means stock is more, policy is less. So therefore, this is what case? This is the case of under insurance. I told what is under insurance? Under insurance is a situation where your stock is more, policy is less. You can see here the value of stock given is 4,56,000. For this stock, what is the amount of policy you have taken? Only 3,42,000. Mean to say there is an under insurance. As I told you earlier also, whenever we have under insurance, we need to apply average clause. The average clause formula, policy amount into actual loss of stock divided by stock on date of fire. This is the formula for average clause. Once the formula has been written, try to substitute all the information in the formula wise and get the answer. That is here, the amount of policy is 3,42,000. Actual amount of loss is 4 lakh. Stock on date of fire is 4,56,000. So simplify this and get the answer. If we simplify this and we get the answer as 3 lakh. So therefore 3 lakh is the amount of claim. 3 lakh what we get answer, that is called the amount of claim. I hope you have understood the 3 problems. So in this class, once again let me do a brief revision. In today's video session, I started with the first doing the brief revision of the format of all the 5 accounts to be prepared. Then we did one problem based on the equation of sales, second problem based on equation of cost of goods sold, and problem number 3 based on average clause, that is how to find out the amount of claim, and by comparing the what is the stock on the date of fire and what is the amount of policy taken. I hope you have understood this much in today's session. That's all I have for this session. In my next class, we will be solving little bit more problems on 6 marks types. That's all I have in this video session. Thank you for listening. Stay home and stay safe. And thank you once again.